built. It's a Safariland tactical holster. It's a drop-down holster, which means that the gun is more on your thigh, easier to get through from a tactical point of view, and especially if you're wearing heavier armour, which is our other kit. The taser has two options. You have the cartridge option, which basically when deployed fires two probes which are connected by wires to the main, it's a firearm, I suppose. This then fires 50,000 volts, which arcs between the 2 points that it connects with. The 2 pins have barbs on them, so they go at different angles to the body. This moves 50,000 volts, and once that's the arc between the 2 probes, it runs a current of 19 cycles per second at 1500 volts through for a 5-second cycle. The person you're dealing with would basically dictate what threat level you would assess it at, and you would go through your threat assessment. What do I need here to, like, if you can talk them down, you know, drop the weapon, that's enough. Pepper spray might be the option, taser might be the option. Certain circumstances, someone will say it has a flammable liquid on them, taser isn't an option. Obviously then we have our 6.9mm, which is standard with a TLR2 light. So there's a laser on it. You have 2 options, you can have the laser or the light on it, and that's a 9mm. That's standard for all RSU units. It's the same firearm, bar the light, as most detectives would carry as well. We have another firearm personal issue as well. Everyone has this. This is a personal issue, same as the SIG. Basically, it's our primary weapon. If we're on a job, this is number 1. The SIG is your backup. To be fair, this is a serious bit of kit. On a search, it would be a high risk search where you know there's a firearm. The Americans call it the bullet catcher. So the guy holding it, and you've got your lights on the front there. This shotgun is an orange buttstock, basically to identify the fact that it's used with the beanbag round. As I said, it's a drag stabilised beanbag round. The reason why they're orange is to make sure that no other round goes into it, because if you're going to be using this as a less than lethal option, you want to make sure that you don't, by accident, in a tight situation, pick up the wrong gun. This is your ferret round. Again, this is used.
It's for breaking down doors and windows.
No, this is actually, as you can see, there's like a little rocket inside it. And it's basically used to fire into a glass window. It has a certain amount of OC powder in it. And basically, what you would be using it predominantly to do is to move. Say if you're someone inside in a barricade situation, if you wanted to keep them away from one side of the house, you'd fire them in, like basically firing small gas canisters into the room. And this is the Mark 9. And this is the Mark 21. This more or less fires it out in the mist. It's for crowd control. It's not, you wouldn't be bringing this in a one-to-one situation. This fires some amount of stuff, and we had the benefit of, during training, of getting a dose of this stuff and the taser. So.
And what was the idea behind that?
The idea behind that was, and there was no harm. It gave us an indication as to what it felt like when you got, and what you could actually do. What were, like, you know, could you pull a trigger? You know, if you had a stick in your hand and you were shot with a taser, you know, would you be incapacitated? It gave you a good idea that. Plus, it gave you a kind of realistic idea. Well, you know, this hurts. You know what I mean? It's a percussion grenade. You know? Okay. It's not to be mixed up with a flashbang. Flashbangs flash. This thing, I think it's up around 180 decibels. It's an unmerciful thump if you're inside in the room. Again, it's a 1.5 second delay on it,